The helicopter blades thrashed the air, a furious dance against the stillness of the ice. The sound was deafening, a mechanical roar that momentarily shattered the profound silence of this frozen world. Then, as quickly as it began, the noise subsided. I stepped out onto the ice, the sudden quiet amplifying the immensity of the space around me. A vast white wilderness stretched before me, an undulating ocean of ice reaching to the horizon. It was a landscape sculpted by time and the relentless forces of nature, a place where the elements reigned supreme. The air was sharp, biting at my skin, a frigid kiss that instantly numbed any exposed flesh. It was a dry, intense cold that penetrated layers of clothing, but the feeling was pure exhilaration, a surge of adrenaline that washed away the discomfort. I was here, standing on this immense, ancient glacier. This was the heart of the glacier, a place of deep crevasses and towering ice formations, a testament to the immense power contained within this frozen landscape. My boots crunched on ancient ice, each step a connection to millennia past, echoing in the immense quiet, a silence so profound it felt like a physical presence. It was a silence broken only by the occasional creak or groan of the ice itself. I felt small, humbled by nature's power, a tiny speck against the backdrop of this monumental landscape. The sheer scale of the glacier was overwhelming. This place was raw beauty, untouched and untamed, and raw danger, a constant reminder of the forces at play and the respect they demanded. The beauty hid a treacherous reality. My first task? Set up camp? Fast. Shelter was paramount. The weather can turn in an instant, transforming from serene to savage in a matter of minutes. I scanned for a flat spot, knowing shelter is a luxury out here, a precious commodity in this unforgiving environment. Every inch of relatively level ground was a potential haven. The wind howled, a warning. This land commands respect, demanding vigilance and a deep understanding of its power. I unstrapped my pack, the weight of it a comforting reminder of the supplies I carried. Every piece of kit essential for survival, carefully chosen and meticulously packed. Each item represented a lifeline in this isolated environment. The silence was alive, a palpable presence, filled with the whispers and distant groans of the glacier, a constant symphony of ice in motion. This frozen river moved slowly, imperceptibly to the naked eye, but with unstoppable force, carving its way through the landscape over millennia. Standing there, I felt a profound connection, a sense of belonging to something larger than myself, to this wild place, a feeling of being both insignificant and intimately connected. It strips away the everyday, the superficial layers of modern life, leaving only what's real, what truly matters. This was more than an adventure, it was a pilgrimage, a journey into the heart of the self, facilitated by the raw power of nature. The sun cast long, sharp shadows across the ice, painting the landscape in stark contrasts. Stark whites, blinding in their purity, deep blues in the crevasses, hinting at the hidden depths and the secrets held within the ice. I knew this would be tough, a demanding test of my abilities, mentally and physically, pushing me to my limits and beyond. But that's why I was here. To confront those challenges head-on, to push my limits, to learn, to survive, and to emerge stronger on the other side. The glacier was waiting, an ancient and indifferent force, ready to test my mettle. I was ready to meet its challenge, to embrace the unknown, and to discover what I was truly capable of. The adventure had begun, a journey into the heart of the white wilderness. Getting to the glacier wasn't easy. It was a journey that tested my limits, both physically and mentally. The path was arduous, the elements unforgiving, but the allure of the Ice Kingdom kept me pushing forward. First, a small plane bounced through turbulent skies over jagged peaks. The wind howled and the aircraft shuddered as we navigated the treacherous air currents. It was a stark reminder of the raw power of nature and the challenges that lay ahead. Then a helicopter dropped me into a world of white. The vast expanse of ice stretched out before me, an endless landscape of frozen beauty. The silence was profound, broken only by the whirring of the helicopter blades as it departed, leaving me alone in this pristine wilderness. But before that, days of hard trekking through remote valleys and unforgiving terrain. The solitude was both a blessing and a curse, offering moments of profound reflection while also testing my resilience in the face of isolation. Each step was a test of endurance. The rocky ground offered little purchase, and the steep inclines demanded every ounce of strength and determination. The air grew thinner, colder. Each breath became a conscious effort, a reminder of the altitude's relentless grip. I saw mountains scraping the sky, ancient forests giving way to barren rock. It was a visual testament to the power of nature, a reminder of the forces that shape our world. Then, the first signs of ice. Moraine fields, scars of the glacier's retreat. These markings told a story of a changing world, a poignant reminder of the impact of climate change. Awe mixed with sadness, seeing the landscape change. It was a bittersweet moment, appreciating the beauty of the glacier while acknowledging its fragility. Preparation was key, not just physical, but mental. The mind is the most important tool in the wilderness. You have to be ready for isolation, harsh conditions, the unexpected. Every challenge is a chance to grow. Weeks of training, building stamina, acclimatizing to altitude, it's all part of respecting the mountain. Every detail matters when you're this far from civilization. From packing the right gear to planning your route, every decision can have significant consequences. One mistake can be your last. The mountains demand respect, and any lapse in judgment can have dire consequences, but the rewards are immense. Achievement, connection with the wild. A sense of accomplishment washes over you, a feeling of being truly alive. The anticipation built with every mile. The closer I got, the more intense the feeling became. I could almost taste the icy air before I saw the glacier. The air grew crisp and clean, carrying the scent of snow and ice. It pulled me forward, a magnetic force. The glacier beckoned, promising adventure and discovery. This wasn't just about reaching a destination. It was about something far greater than that. It was about the journey, the challenges, the thrill of the unknown. It was about pushing my boundaries and discovering what I was truly capable of. Into the heart of the Ice Kingdom. This is what living is all about. Embracing the challenges, seeking out adventure, and connecting with the natural world. Out here, your gear is your lifeline. Get it wrong, and you pay the price. Preparation is everything. I check my kit meticulously, again and again. My tent, a four-season fortress built for hurricane winds and heavy snow. Sleeping bag rated for -40. Layers of clothing, base to wick sweat, mid for insulation, tough shell for wind and water. Good boots with crampons for grip. Ice axe for balance and self-arrest. These aren't luxuries, they're necessities. Food and water, high energy, lightweight, easy to prepare. A reliable stove for melting snow and hot drinks. Every drop of water is earned. Navigation map, compass, GPS, know where you are even in a whiteout. Communication satellite phone or beacon for emergencies. But it's not just gear. Mental preparation is vital. You need resilience, resourcefulness, and calm under pressure. Anticipate risks, respect the environment. This isn't a game, it's a serious undertaking. Preparation is a mindset, it's what separates success from disaster. Pitching a tent on a glacier isn't like setting up camp in your backyard. It's a unique challenge that demands respect for the environment and careful consideration of every detail. The ground beneath your feet isn't soft earth, it's solid ice, often ancient and unforgiving. Or if you're lucky, a layer of compacted snow, which offers a slightly more forgiving surface, but still requires careful preparation. Before even unpacking, I meticulously find the flattest, safest spot possible. This initial assessment is crucial. It needs to be away from hidden crevasses that could swallow you whole, and far from any potential avalanche paths lurking above. The mountain always has the final say. Safety first, always. Double-checking the surroundings and my equipment is non-negotiable. Once the location is chosen, I stomp down the area repeatedly, creating a solid, level platform for the tent. This prevents shifting during the night. Securing the tent is absolutely crucial. It's what stands between you and the elements. Up here, the wind can be ferocious, a constant howling force that tests your gear and your resolve. Snow stakes, driven deep into the snow, and ice screws, carefully drilled into the glacier itself, become bomb-proof anchors, ensuring the tent stays put no matter what the mountain throws at it. Sometimes, when conditions demand it, I build snow walls around the tent for extra protection against the relentless wind and blowing snow. It's hard work, physically demanding, especially in the biting cold and at high altitude where every breath is a conscious effort. Inside, it's basic, stripped down to the essentials, but it's mine, a sanctuary in the vast wilderness. Sleeping bag, my lifeline against the frigid temperatures. Stove, my small world, a haven of warmth and sustenance. The floor is relentlessly cold, even with a mat providing a thin layer of insulation. It's a constant reminder of where I am, a guest in this immense icy kingdom. But when the stove is roaring, melting snow into precious water, and a hot drink is brewing, filling the small space with its comforting aroma, it feels like a palace, a refuge from the harsh realities outside. There's a deep sense of satisfaction when camp is finally set. Everything in its place. Tent up, standing strong against the elements, gear organized, ready for whatever challenges the next day may bring, a pocket of order in wild chaos, a small victory against the immensity of the glacier. Creating shelter in this environment feels primal, a fundamental act of survival. This tiny nylon dome is more than just a tent, it's a shield, a sanctuary, a temporary home. It's a symbol of resilience, a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure even in the face of overwhelming odds. My base, my home away from home. The cold on a glacier is relentless a presence, not just a temperature. It seeps into your bones, no matter your gear. The air is thin, every breath a reminder of the extreme. At night, temperatures plummet, silence broken by the crackle of ice or the wind's howl. Staying warm is a full-time job. Layers trap heat, but you must manage moisture. Sweat cools you fast. Keep moving, swing arms, stamp feet, small exercises to generate heat. Hot drinks and warm meals are lifesavers. Never underestimate the cold, it's a silent killer. Hypothermia can creep up unnoticed. Know the signs, shivering, confusion, slurred speech. Act fast, get warm, get dry. Vigilance is vital, look after yourself and your teammates. The cold demands respect every moment. Sometimes the sun shines and the wind drops, the cold recedes briefly. Those moments are precious but fleeting. The battle continues, it's a test of endurance and willpower. Living on ice is tough, but it forges you. Out here the basics are everything. Water, food, safety. Water means melting snow or ice, a chore that's time-consuming and fuel-intensive. Every liter is earned and guarded. Dehydration is a real risk, even in the cold. Food must be high energy, lightweight, and non-perishable. Dehydrated meals, nuts, energy bars, chocolate for morale. Sometimes you sleep with your snacks to keep them from freezing. Every meal is fuel for survival. Safety is non-negotiable. Glaciers hide dangers, crevasses, snow bridges, sudden storms, travel roped up with ice axe and crampons and no crevasse rescue. Weather can change in minutes. Whiteouts reduce visibility to zero. The line between adventure and disaster is thin. Good decisions, constant risk assessment, and respect for nature are essential. Your best safety tool is your brain and training. Living on ice is a dance with danger. But with the right mindset, it's incredible. Living on a glacier is an assault on the senses. The ice is a marvel. Shades of blue, towering seracs, glistening ice caves. The silence is profound but alive with the glacier's whispers, wind, distant avalanches, cracks of splitting ice. The views are panoramic. Jagged peaks, sunrises and sunsets painting the snow in vivid hues. At night, the stars are dazzling, the sky deep and clear. The colors are intense, blinding whites, deep blues, vibrant tent fabric. Every detail is heightened by the crisp air. These sights and sounds stay with you. They become part of you. This adventure changes you. It's not just about surviving, it's about discovering what you're made of. Fear, excitement, solitude, raw emotions in a wild place. I learned resilience, resourcefulness, humility. You realize how small you are, and how much there is to respect. There's a deep connection with nature, stripped bare, no distractions. You become attuned to the glacier's rhythms. Unforgettable moments, battling a blizzard, a near miss with a crevasse, or watching the northern lights. These memories forged in ice last a lifetime. Glaciers are living, moving rivers of ice, majestic but fragile. They're disappearing at an alarming rate. Standing on a glacier, you see the retreat, the thinning ice. Climate change is melting our glaciers. This is a human issue. Glaciers provide water influence, weather support ecosystems. Their loss has far-reaching consequences. We're all connected. What happens here affects us all. These places matter. They're part of our planet's heritage. We have a responsibility to protect them for future generations. Raise awareness, support. Climate action, reduce your impact. Every action counts. These icy giants are a call to action, a reminder to be better stewards of our only home. Let's not let them vanish.